Hey there, friends and family. Welcome back. It's November 11th, Veterans Day. Really quick, just want to give a big shout out to all you service members and veterans that have served in the past. Appreciate all your sacrifices you have made for this country. I was thankful enough to be able to serve myself 13 beautiful years in the infantry, and it was an honor, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. Um, but yes, I was able to get in the EVO lift. If I felt like it went pretty smooth, not too many hiccups there. I did do the lift here in my garage with floor jacks and my regular little 3-ton jack, and it was pushing the limits to be able to droop down that axle far enough, but I was able to squeeze them in there. Um, so yeah, I'll be giving you guys a tour on how it turned out. Hopefully you like it. Real quick though, I'm gonna give you some measurements on what's on there now, from the roof height to the front fender, rear fender, hitch, just so you guys can kind of get some gauging going on what it's sitting at currently. Alrighty, so here we have some of the measurements of the aftermath. I didn't really take measurements like I should have prior, but you can pull those from quite a bit of forums. This is with the 4.5-inch and my little baby 35-inch tires now. Front fender, I got it at 45. It was pretty leveled, or it's sitting pretty leveled. So the back fender is also sitting about 45 inches. And I say about because I didn't really include like the 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. I mean, it's pretty close. So I'm just giving overall numbers. The frame took right about mid belly, and it's sitting at about 20 inches. Rear hitch from the floor got me at 24 inches. The top of the roof is sitting at 78 inches, and I'm barely squeezing into my garage right now. I got maybe like an inch or so clearance, I believe. It's going to be kind of hard to determine if it's still going to fit in here after I put my larger tires, hopefully. Not that I do park in here anyways. My wife uses the garage, and I do like working on it here though, so I don't know. We'll see when we cross that bridge on if I'm gonna be able to maybe air down or maybe still squeeze in to be able to get it in here and work on it if necessary. I did get it aligned. My toe is sitting at 0.08 degrees, and my caster is sitting at 4.3 degrees. The caster I did end up kind of messing with on my lower control arms. I adjusted them out a little bit to increase that caster. So I'm trying to get it to about that 6 degrees. And not that it was squirrely when it was at the 4.3, but I kind of wanted to get it a little bit more dialed in. So again, I ended up kind of adding a few more additional turns, and I try to measure it myself. Not too sure again if I'm doing it right, but yeah, I'm trying to get close to that 6 degree caster or 0 degree on the pinion. But so far it's been riding fairly smooth. Definitely wants to track straight and not too squirrely on me. Honestly, not too squirrely at all. I can still drive her one hand down the road easy. So I might still be messing with this number. We'll see. My toe is good though, I think. Guess we'll see how the tire wears, if it does wear uneven or so, but I might check it again here in a couple more miles after running it again, just to see if anything's kind of settled or changed. But anyways, let's go check her out. Alrighty, so 4.5-inch EVO Enforcer Stage 3 Overland is what I ended up installing. And as you can see here, I guess a little more action on this side. So 4.5-inch coils extended sway bar and links. I also do got the bump stops in there that it came with the kit. Got your adjustable track bar to go ahead and be able to recenter your axle. This thing is super beefy, and I did go with their relocation bracket for the steering stabilizer. It's like a little flip kit that they have, and that goes ahead and lets you mount it up nice and high. That way it's not so low, because normally, as you remember, it sits right about here. And even on my wife's jail, when we first took it out, we ended up destroying that guy. And it's, you know, definitely a rock magnet, and it's about the first thing that goes. So this is definitely a nice little add-on that I did. Alrighty, let's take a look and see what we got here. So when I ordered my kit, you can choose to either add or not add the little Overland as an add-on. So you'll get like stage 2, stage 3, stage 4 / Overland. And what that basically does is add on these drop brackets. So it's their geometry correction brackets. And this definitely helps out significantly in being able to level out these control arms. Especially it being a 4.5-inch lift. I think it's, I would assume, a necessity more than, you know, just a want. I think if you're like at 2.5 or so, like you're pretty fine. I wouldn't bother with these, in my opinion. But it being at 4.5-inch, I kind of want to make sure that I'm able to get that smooth steering, because again, I use this as a daily, and I don't want it to take that driving experience away from me, where I'm, you know, either kind of muscling it all the time, or it's, you know, squirrely on the highway. It's been really smooth, and is, if not better than stock, it definitely is pretty par with stock. So it's definitely been a great driving experience so far. I did not have to shave off anything from the drop bracket. I've heard of some people having to do a little shaving because of the exhaust hitting it. Mine still has, you know, plenty of room. There was no interference there. Lower control arm, adjustable, so that you can go ahead and adjust your caster angles. Since I did get the stage 3, it only came with the lower. This is my stock upper control arm. But again, the drop bracket, I think went ahead and fixed that anyways. I might get it later just so that it's a little smoother. Got my buddy Loki here wanting to get some. Come on, Loki, let's go. Bilstein 2.0s as the kit that I got. Their EVO extended brake lines. That is going to be a must, because those brake lines, the OEM brake lines for one, are going to be super stretched. I had to take my brake calipers off when I was doing the lift, and just kind of hung it off to the side. And if you even try to put it back on, it's going to be really stretched, or it's probably not even going to bolt on to where, yeah, I mean, just get the extended brake lines. I mean, I think I don't even know if there's an option to take them off or not, but you're definitely going to want those. I still have my factory drive shaft. EVO is stating that you can use your OEM drive shaft as long as I stay with their recommend, or with the kit's shocks. I'm assuming for drooping purposes. But I think for peace of mind, I'm gonna end up upgrading the drive shaft. So I'm not sure exactly where we're at or which one I'm gonna go with just yet, but that's definitely gonna be something coming here in the near future for my peace of mind and for drivability off-road, to be able to. I've kicked it in 4-wheel, you know, kind of just to see if there was any like crazy vibrations or binding or anything like that. but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a different ball game once it's flexed out on the trailer or something. I'm not sure if I'm going to be hitting my cross member or not. When I did have it on the jacks and the axle drooped down all the way, it wasn't interfering with any of the components back here. So again, I think for now, as long as I keep the shocks that the kit came with, I should be fine. And that's what EVO is telling us, that it will be fine with the factory drive shafts. The angle is kind of steep though, so I think an upgraded drive shaft is going to be coming up here in the near future. So, but yeah, it looks really good, and it gives you plenty of room to be working on here. Not that I didn't have room before, but this is definitely quite a bit more room to be down here doing inspections and maintenance if necessary. Alrighty, back here the kit also came with this track bar correction bracket, kind of lifts it up a little bit and levels it out. This was easy to, kind of bolt on. You do have to drill out the little 3/8 hole, but that's pretty easy with the little step bit. I did that, and everything again bolted up really nice and smooth. Track bar, nice and beefy. I guess we'll see about that later on, because again, this is a 35-inch tire, and I do want to fit a 37. I think I might have to switch the track bar out. I know Metal Cloak has one and Clayton Off-Road has one where it kind of has the bend so that you can mount a larger spare tire. So again, I'm going to be running that until that happens, but it kind of sucks because this is a really nice track bar. It's nice, beefy, and it looks good. Back here, I think if you can tell, to me this feels a little concerning. I think I'm gonna be swapping these out. I left them on just to show you how it is with the kit. But to me, I don't know, for some reason this feels a little too low. I feel like they could have been a little bit shorter and we would have been fine. But right now this just looks like a rock magnet to me. It's either that or I just run them and destroy it, or wait until it does get destroyed and then switch them out. We do have some spare Metal Cloak ones that I have, so I might just carry those around, and if it happens then I can go ahead and swap them out. Or maybe with a larger, if you were to have a larger tire, I don't know, maybe this would give you a lot more clearance. So I don't know, but to me right now it's kind of down there. The bump stops, they just bolt in fairly easy, and then again your extended brake lines is definitely a must. But other than that, it wasn't too much. Fairly easy process, and yeah, I mean, this is something again I did here in my driveway, so if I can do it, you can do it as well, trust me. I'm gonna tell you right now though, that fender to wheel gap though is insane. I mean, it is a huge difference. I don't know, I love the stance on it. Thankfully, yeah, I leveled it out. If you remember, I did have the 1.5 inch Terraflex leveling kit. I took all that out, and yeah, I mean, I don't know, I think it's sitting pretty leveled to me. And yeah, I really love the stance. I'm hoping these wheels can stay. After I change the tires out, they are at a 0 offset, so it does stick out, just a tad bit. Nothing too wild. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping it does, because then, again, that's going to be another cost that I am not wanting to go through at this time. But yeah. Oh, and a little correction from my last video. I think I said these were from Rugged Ridge, and they're not. These are Fab Fours rock sliders, in case anybody else is out there looking for them. And actually, before I forget, again, so from the front to the rear, because I did just get the stage 3 in the rear, you'll utilize your OEM control arms, and you'll get the upper adjustable control arms there. And that's definitely allows you to adjust your pinion angle on your drive shaft to pinion to be able to match it up a little better. Like you see there, I mean, it's pretty dead on. Yeah, I used the OEM measurements on the control arms back here, but I did turn it out 4 full circles on each one, and that left me pretty dialed in where the drive shaft was nice and leveled. Alrighty, so that about wraps up what went into the lift, or what came with my lift. Again, it's the 4.5-inch EVO Enforcer Stage 3 Overland. And all the Overland does is just give you those drop brackets. So that's up to you if you want to get those or not. So far, you know, it's been looking like it's a quality lift. Everything bolted up nicely and smoothly, had very minimal hiccups there. So again, I did this in my driveway or my garage. Took a Friday, Saturday. I by myself did 6 hours on Friday, and then 5 hours again to do the front on Saturday. And that's that. I had a friend come over and give me a hand. It definitely, you know, it lightened up the load. I highly recommend that you do this yourself. It was a fun experience in itself. I am not I guess I'm mechanically inclined, but by no means have any fabrication skills or anything like that. So an impact, torque wrench, and basic hand tools was able to get the job done, and you can do that yourself. So definitely recommend that you do that. If I didn't mention it last time, I do have a taser already. So that's done. I know upcoming, I do want to do the upgraded drive shaft. And another thing that's a huge rock magnet is those differential covers. So I'm hoping to find some differential covers for it. My wife's has the Spicer covers, and they look really good and nice, and they've taken a beating so far. So I have been looking at those. I honestly don't know what other company I would currently run. Since I'm doing EVO products on this, I don't know if I want to do the medical ones, even though they look pretty cool. I don't know, we'll see. And then another big upgrade here in the near future is, again, these 35s. Man, on the 4.5-inch, I don't know, I have mixed reviews that people tell me like it looks like I skipped leg day, and then some other people, oh no, you know, it looks good. But it kind of sucks because again, these tires are pretty new. I just got them this past year, so they have plenty of life left. My wife does run 35-inch tires as well, so you know, worst case scenario is that if I do pick up the 37s that I do want, I can save them for her rig. But that leaves tire size, I guess, is a 37. Again, what I currently want. I don't think I'm ready for 38s, nowhere near close 40s. I want to say, and I know a lot of people are gonna, you know, be like, oh, don't get those, you know, but it seemed like it's in my budget, and the new compound on them have seemed to be better luck. So I don't know, I've kind of been eyeballing the Patagonia MT02s. I've seen a lot of them out on the trail. I know people that personally have them, and honestly, they do pretty good, I think. And again, you get a bang for your buck. They're a lot cheaper than even these 35-inch Mickey Thompson Baja Bosses. But I mean, by no means are these tires, I mean, are super sticky off-road. I love these tires. They're smooth and super quiet. But anywho, so that's, you know, for another video, and hopefully something to come up here in the near future. So yeah, hopefully you guys like the lift and the way it turned out. I don't know, maybe here in the future, I'll do a video on my wife's JL. This is her build. She's on 35s and 2.5-inch lift, medical game changer. And yeah, this thing's definitely been a beast. Definitely highly influenced my decision on why I purchased the Gladiator. Anyways, hopefully everybody is having a great day and getting ready for the holidays coming up. I'm hoping to get this off road soon here in the near future. Just been dying to get out, but it's just been kind of busy and hectic around here. So I'm hoping go out and get some dirt therapy because it's definitely much needed. Anyways, have a great day. I've noticed I completely suck at this videography, photography. I don't know how to edit or anything like that. I'm a complete rookie when it comes to it. This has been a long coming, fear of mine to even start this. And I finally decided to bite the bullet and take the plunge. Just start. So I hope to get better in time, along with being able to be more efficient on Jeep knowledge, running the trails, and yeah. So I hope you join me in my journey, my creativity journey. Yeah. Again, hopefully everybody's having a great day, and see you soon.